gang. Y'all know what the mojo is today. Y'all watched the last video. Y'all seen this beast on the dyno going mega poo-poo crazy. You know what I'm saying? This thing is a monster. And we still ain't turned all the way up. But I know y'all been wanting that young in-car ride. So that's exactly what's about to go down right now. We about to hop in and unleash that 1200 horsepower. Let's talk to y'all a little bit as well about the combination. You know, I know a lot of people had some questions about lag and the benefits of, you know, removing the blower and everything. Y'all see that intake. That intake with that intercooler, man. And he definitely got that inner chill on there as well. This thing is right. And y'all know who did everything. Satera Tuning. Yes, sir. Give us a call, man. I keep telling y'all, we will get y'all together. We'll talk about the whole combination on this car. Let y'all know the ins and outs of what's done to it and everything like that. And, you know, man, get some nice little pulls in here too so y'all can see how this thing react. Because it's definitely an insane monster. No cap. Lights, camera, action. Ooh, he got that that thing up in there too. I'm telling you. Man, his car's so nasty. I ain't gonna lie with the heat carbon fiber out in here.
Oh yeah.
Big carbon fiber all in here.
Looks good though.
Yeah, yeah.
Believe it or not, this is one of those ads on Facebook. So I mean, this is the stuff that, you know, they say, oh, buy this and blah, 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 you know, the cheap stuff, and it actually came out real nice.
Damn, yeah, I'm telling you, it match kind of everything.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what setting we going on?
We'll go on to keep his tires a little happy friendly. So he, you know, the power level this car made, we initially had plans to do 6 boost settings, but after seeing the massive jumps for the little boost changes, you know, we decided just to kind of keep it where it is. So I'm going to give him a 5th boost setting that will be for the Satera Spice.
Okay, the full kill.
Yeah, but yeah, for the most part, we're doing a wastegate with 3 additional settings for him because that was more than he was kind of expecting to see, but that's the beauty of turbos. Man,
I was surprised by it. I mean, 18 pounds. I mean, even what it made at 15 pounds, you know what I'm saying? The pump gas numbers, that's insane.
Yeah. Well, it's the beauty and the efficiency of turbos. I mean, you know, we did the video before with the compound boosted setup and went over kind of, you know, the pros and cons on that one. While talking to Brian, you know, he had a big Maggie on here before that we were revving very high, and, you know, he just wanted a little bit more. So that's why he decided to go with an intake manifold and remove the blower.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it had nothing about lag. It just lit up like immediately.
So, you know, it's one of the big things too that, you know, we talked about last time with the compound boost setup. You know, is essentially when you spec a turbo setup correctly, you can get away with, you know, little to no lag. There will be lag there.
Right.
So, you know, talking to Brian, this isn't a race car. He drives this car every single day. So in the winter, this twin turbo Hellcat is going to be driven on Blizzak. So, you know, you know, he goes to the racetrack a couple times a year. He's a family man, so he's more of, he wants it usable on the street. So naturally, you know, the best way to do that is you want to spec the turbos. Now, mind you, these turbos are capable of 1800 horsepower plus. So,
right.
As we saw, this car made easily over 1200 horsepower. The boost graph showed, you know, 18.7 psi, but that was just on the spike. So it actually averaged around 18 and a half pounds of boost to produce that. So the big thing with it too is, you know, 1250 foot-pounds of torque at the wheel.
What? That's what I forgot to even say anything about that. The torque was out the roof too.
Right. So,
this thing ride like butter.
So, you know, when, and it's on the front runners too.
Right.
But, so, you know, for him, and a lot of people when talking about taking the jump to turbos is always the lag and the spool of it. So, you know, it's one of those those things where you spec it right, there will always be there, but it's very good in this car. So it is RPM based, so you naturally just have to be a little more conscious of where you're at RPM wise. So
where the power will hit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, down low under 2,000 RPM, it will show 1 pound of boost, but obviously it's not going to be as quick as a blower.
Exactly.
So you know, that's one of those things to just be conscious of. So with the trans tuning, I keep that in mind. So you know, we set it up for my sport mode where it's designed for, you know, it holds the gear where he'll be in power very quickly. So you know, this car will be you know, very, very fun on the street for him, as well as, you know, if he does go to the track with it. So
right.
Next steps for him, we're going to get a 2-step to help build a little boost off the line. I foot brake this thing to like 2,800 in the parking lot, so he'll be able to leave with under boost, which is going to be great. So you know, he should have a lot of fun with it, but we'll see once we get to Mexico here. We'll just, I'm not even going to, you know, beat on it big time, but just to show part throttle on it and let you guys know, you know, the actual boost that it's seeing while I'm doing that, so you can kind of get an idea of just how quickly it does respond, how it builds. The one big perk of, you know, turbo setups like this is it's very smooth.
Right. Yeah, like the way it's driving right now, you wouldn't even know that it made 1,200 right. something. I mean, it's just purring regular. Yeah.
So the other perk of it is how the power comes on. You know, a PD or a top mount blower, it's immediate. You get all the boost, you know, within a split second. This one, because of the lag, it's more of a smoother entry, so it does make it a little bit more controllable and enjoyable at the same time. So Brian and I have gone back and forth a ton on this car with you know, tuning and stuff, and it's one of the best driving cars that, you know, have probably left, just the amount of time we have in it. We've gone through so many throttle bodies and setting changes and stuff with it, so I have hundreds of vlogs on this car. So you know, it's just it's a fun car, so it's gonna achieve all his goals and more. So what we're gonna do now on this, after we get over this little hump here and cross the border, I'm just gonna paddle shift it down a little bit and just get it, like I said, so we're in a range. So we're gonna go down to, so this is a 4th gear part throttle pull. You can see the boost, we'll put it up on the screen there. So I'll go to about 50%.
Oh, this car pulls so damn, this thing pull.
Oh yeah.
And this ain't even like the kill setting.
No, this is not kill at all. So, you know, comparison to my red eye, you know, I'm at 25 pounds of boost peak, and I'm at about 1050 to the wheel. So, you know, he's sitting at, like I said, 18.5 pounds of boost, and he made over 1,200. So it just shows you the efficiency when you remove the blower from the equation. So, so yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. If you're going to pass somebody, you know, you have it in sport mode, it does the shifting on its own. There's very little lag behind it. And if you want a little bit more, just be conscious of RPM, get it at 3,000 RPM, and it builds boost very quick. So we're at 3,500 at 5 pounds already, full throttle.
Great training. So them turbos keep you in the seat something different, man. Damn.
It's a very fun car to drive. But you just be conscious about it, and it's just, like I said, you'll learn, just like, you know, when you drive a supercharged car at first, it's crazy at first, and you learn about it, you know. So our good old roll racing friends and everybody like that, you know what I mean, you know what gear, what RPM to take off in, you know what I mean. The same thing happens with this, it's just a little bit of an adjustment. So very good street manners, and like you said, the way it sounds, especially turbos being mufflers themselves, you have no idea that this is a, you know,
man, his car way more tame than that seemed like than how it was with the Maggie setup.
Oh,
like
yeah.
How it was kind of brumped,
right?
You know, like now with this, it just sit there and just, it's tame,
right?
Yep. Just tame.
You know, the beautiful thing too, you know, the struggle with you know, a blower is you need to get as much air into the front of the blower as possible. So, you know, you hear guys going with the 108s, the 112 millimeter throttle bodies, and that really affects the drivability. It's a massive blade. You can take as much time as you want dialing it in, but you just got to think about what happens with a massive opening like that. When it cracks a little bit, it's a ton of airflow. This is a stock throttle body, you know, due to the fact of the way the turbos are plumbed and the size of the charge pipe. You know, a stock throttle body is more than efficient, as you can see, to make 1,200 horsepower. So you don't have a massive throttle blade in place that you have to try and tame down. So it's better than stock drivability. Part throttle, full throttle, this thing is a ton of fun and responds well. So you do get used to it. Like I said, there's a little lack of the super down low power, but reality is when you're looking for any type of power or performance, you're going to be out of that range anyways. So it's one of those, you don't miss it.
Right.
It takes a little bit of learning, and that's all.
Yeah, about finding that happy point of where I like to leave at, and then bloop.
Right, naturally for anything. I mean, if I downshift this thing to 4,500 RPM and smack the gas, it's less than half a second and he's at full boost. So, like I said, just learning, that's all it is.
What you think? So if he had turned it up, because what was he wanted to see at first about what, 20 pounds? That was where he was gonna kind of stop at.
Yeah, we initially talked about 20 pounds of boost, because like I said, his Maggie setup, he was at 24, 25 pounds. So the initial plan was to, you know, we knew the turbos were going to make more power, so we turned it down a little bit, but the goal was 20 pounds. But after he saw the boost to power ratio, you know, at 18.5 pounds, he said, sweet Jesus, and he said he was fine with that. So we know, because of the other turbo kits we've used with these turbos on it, if he would have mimicked the same 24 or 25 pounds of boost he saw the Maggie, it'd be 1350, 1400 wheel all day long. And so that's why he said, you know, it's his motor build. It is a built motor with a rod piston combo, essentially, a baby cam. We did do springs and push rods just because we were going to rev it real high. So we have this thing shifting at 6,900, 7,000 RPM because the cam really does carry the power out that far. So, but yeah, I mean, he would have been north of 1350. We just know what his motor was built for. So
right. So they want to push the limit, really surpass that just on what it was built to handle.
Absolutely. So yeah, he's at a point where he's very happy with the power output. It's making more power than he's ever made at a lot less boost. So it just means the motor isn't being stressed as hard across the board. So for his basic rod piston combo, I'm comfortable with the power that it's at, as long as his fuel is good. And since he has the flex fuel built into it, you know, he can, on his lower boost settings, he can run 93 without an issue, which is a lot of fun as well. So
man,
he never does, but he has the option to.
I'm telling you, with the gas price, I don't blame you.
Exactly. So yeah, so hopefully a little more education in the turbo setup, but like I said, very little lag in regards to what a lot of people think for a turbo setup that makes the potential of 1,500 plus wheels. So.
Yeah, it lit up quick. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
it lit up quick.
Cool.
The next day.
Alright, y'all. Y'all see that thing on the rollers. See if we catch it in action. numbers looking like. Woo!
That's not it.
Oh, I'm like, man, that was a spicy little fella right there already.
It shifted.
Oh man, that was just a warm up then?
Yeah.
Okay, just to get everything.
Full, just to make sure everything's looking good, boost levels are good.
Cool. And this a 900 with flex on there, correct?
He had the 282 originally, so it's the 282 with the lower, with the flex fuel on it, so we didn't drop to the 275 yet.
Okay.
He's not a big racer, he just wanted to get as close to 900 as he can, so we're gonna see where we're at. So, super heat soaked, made 856, so.
Oh, this the here right here? Oh,
yeah,
man.
that one there. So we're gonna let her cool down, I'm gonna add timing back into it. So.
Still super stout. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, for just a base hit right there. But y'all see it right here, man. Durango Hellcat on the rollers. And y'all know Matt over here getting this thing together too. Hold on, y'all, the copyright. All right, there we go. And y'all know Matt about to get this thing together. Ooh-wee. Y'all see, grills and stuff is out on this thing. This thing is getting prepped right now, so it could go ahead and get PPF. So y'all stay tuned for the whole process on this. And y'all gonna see how we moving and grooving. Let's get it. Go time now, y'all. Next pull for the Durango. Y'all gotta drop in the comment section and let me know what y'all think this thing gonna lay down. We done cooled it down, added a little bit more sauce to it. So now it's time to see what them numbers gonna do. Gotta sit here and lie, man. This color, so nasty. Numbers looking like. Let's see what the numbers looking like, y'all. Woo! Goal achieved. Goal achieved. Y'all see it right there. 901 to the tire. Damn near 902. We gonna consider that thing. Sauced up, ready to act bad. Ooh-wee. Be on the lookout for this Durango, y'all. Looking at a 10-second family swagging right here. Yes, sir.